Ahead on Connected.
I love myself. I perform. I still get the job done. I love me some me.
Selfish, self-absorbed. Is he still a superstar? Terrell Owens reveals why the Bills will be lethal in Connected's exclusive one-on-one.
Get your popcorn ready, Canada. It's time to get connected.
Hope you had a great weekend. I'm Brad Fay in the Sportsnet studios. Thanks for joining us. Boy, if receivers truly have become the divas of the NFL, as it has been suggested, Terrell Owens is Mariah Carey. Equal parts athletic freak and clubhouse distraction, T.O. is now getting set to take his show to Buffalo, joining his fourth NFL team in the process. Later on in this program, Owens talks about a conspiracy at work to get him out of Dallas. Today, in a Sportsnet exclusive right now, he tells Arash Madani about his legacy and a new start with the Bills.
To reach into Terrell Owens' headspace, start by asking him where he believes he ranks among active NFL receivers.
I still feel like I'm the best in the game. Put in a great situation, then yeah, my numbers speak for itself. The proof is in the pudding. If you want to say or you know, have a debate about what I say, you know, check my stats out.
But the numbers don't back it up. Last season, Owens found the end zone, but was nowhere near the league's best. And he's the same guy who led the league in drops 2 years ago, which he blames on playing through injury.
Did anybody give me any type of courageous pat on the back or effort for doing that? No. But had it been somebody else, then they would have made an excuse. Oh yeah, well, he had a broken hand, and I opted not to have surgery for the sake of the team, because we had an obvious playoff push. So you guys, they say what they want to say, but at the same time, in my heart, I know why I had the drops.
Many have called Owens misunderstood. We visited with him in Washington, D.C., where he was receiving the Alzheimer's Association First Young Champions Award. He says his grandmother was the influence who made him strong. But the cloud of conflict is never far away from T.O., and some wonder if it's worth the risk.
Terrell, I want to read a quote written about you in a book on the NFL because a lot of players have endorsed it, as have coaches. And the quote goes like this: no matter how many passes he catches, no matter how many touchdowns he scores, no matter how many Pro Bowls he's selected to, he always ends up hurting his team more than he helps it.
When it gets to a point to where I feel like it's personal attacks, and you know, they see a target and they go after it, with not really having a whole lot of substance and a whole lot of validity behind it, that's what gets me.
Which brings us to 2009, Owens' fourth team and a new home in Buffalo.
People have been asking me, you know, why Buffalo? Why not? They wanted me, despite everything that had been said negatively about me. It was a no-brainer.
He says he and Trent Edwards have exchanged texts and has playoffs in mind. To those who say otherwise,
at the end of the day, I still get the job done. Some of them that are in the booth, they probably wish they were still doing what I'm doing. If they can't articulate what I'm doing at 35, because I've shown it time and time again, once I get on the field, you know, I perform.
Owens says he doesn't care how he will be remembered. The Hall of Fame is likely in his future, but unlike baseball, players don't go in representing a specific team. But if Owens could, which organization would he want to enter Canton in?
Once the talks of Hall of Fame began to talk, I really felt like if that was the case, then I probably would have gone in as a Cowboy. At this point in time, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I get me a hat made. I don't know. Just put "I love me some me" on the front of it.
Owens ranked second on the all-time list for receivers with 139 touchdowns. His 951 catches are tied for sixth. His 14,000-plus yards good for fifth all-time among wideouts. We'll continue our exclusive conversation with T.O. His first network interview since being released by the Cowboys has Owens talking to Arash Madani about a variety of topics, including his 3 years in Big D and a few misconceptions about his relationship with quarterback Tony Romo. That's my quarterback. Teammate.
There wasn't no Tony last year. There wasn't that. I don't understand where that came from. How can you say that it was me against Tony when I never came out publicly and said anything about Tony?
Was there an issue with Tony for the record?